Well, good morning to you. As we get into it here, fog is pretty much prevalent across the region right now. We're seeing some dense fog to patchy fog in the forecast. That'll get out of the way by the time we get to the 10 o'clock hour. We should be done with that. Then we'll get into how this all shapes up. You take a look at Menominee once again. It's down to 2 miles now, getting a little bit better, holding on to 29 degrees out there currently. It feels like 30 degrees, believe it or not, with that blanket of fog. Get over to Unalaska, 7 miles of visibility there for you here. So holding on to patchy fog, 32 degrees for you. We'll hold on to how this all shapes up over by near Toma, where you're looking at least 6 miles of visibility. Up, drops down to 5 now. 35 degrees out there currently. And that too has been thickening up a little bit. So please be careful out there. Take it slow. Give the folks a little bit extra time ahead of you. And of course, start your day a little bit early. And of course, do not use your high beams. We had some rainfall that's out there by Madison. It's going to stay out there going towards the lake, and it'll stay away from us. However, we only have a 10% chance of that rainfall. Getting back into it, as I mentioned before, right now what's happening, this bullseye is pretty much all the way from North Texas, get by Amarillo, going all the way into Oklahoma, getting all the way back up into areas by Kansas as well, and stretching towards Iowa as well, but just falling shy of us. We'll get into how this all plays out with 40s widespread in your forecast to around 51 degrees. And of course, milder conditions will ensue for you, getting into 20s and 30s this early morning, so it's a little bit on the chilly to at least cold side in the forecast. Tomorrow, we have severe weather. We have an alert day coming in Friday, all the way through the morning, going all the way into the evening hours and nighttime, finishing up by the midnight hour or so. We have that along and south of I-90 with the possibility of some flooding for all areas. And of course, we're talking about small hail in the morning, large hail as we get into the afternoon and evening hours, damaging winds mostly in the evening hours as well as we finish out going to the nighttime. And of course, we've got some river flooding potential. And of course, we have a tornado or two that could be sweeping through the region. Let's get into how this all shapes up. You see that bullseye all the way down by Oklahoma as well as in Kansas, and then works its way up towards us. You can see with the yellow and the green getting into areas by Richland Center, getting all the way into Vernon County and Crawford County. The green holding on to at least possible conditions of that happening to us as well. We'll see a little bit limited amounts of that happening for Eau Claire, but the possibility is not out of the question for a tornado, or at least the possibility of, again, damaging winds and large hail. We'll get back into it here, holding on to this. You'll see this rainfall kick in by the 6 o'clock hour or so in the morning, then start to work its way out towards the lake. Light to moderate rainfall will prevail there. Then we get into that first batch is gone. We get into the second batch on the way, coming up as we go right into the evening hours. So you're looking at some clearing skies going all the way into the north by Onalaska. I should say up there by Onalaska as well as Eau Claire. You're going to be seeing the possibility of, again, holding on to a little bit of light rainfall, getting into moderate rainfall. Then we'll see the rainfall kick in. Now, what's happening? I just showed you. This is starting to move, this whole system starting to move a little bit more to the east. It's starting to cheat us out of getting any of that moisture here. So that's a good thing, right? You'll hold on to the 11 o'clock hour going to the midnight hour. Rainfall starts to move out, light to heavy, maybe some thunderstorms. There will be thunderstorms activity in that as well, as you can see in the red. And of course, the possibility of a tornado not out of the question. I suspect by the time it gets closer to the lake, we'll see more of that tornadic activity there. We'll also find ourselves with the first batch getting out. Third batch comes back in, and you're seeing it by Ladysmith with snowfall and Eau Claire. That finishes out by the 10 o'clock hour for Saturday morning, and we're done. What are we getting out of this? Well, you're going to see the rainfall amounts popping in as we go right through it, maybe an inch or so or less in the forecast. Then we get into this, maybe a little bit of snowfall as we go up to the north, up by Eau Claire as well as Ladysmith. You're seeing maybe an inch or less of snowfall. Then we hold on to highs for Friday. We're seeing widespread 40s, 50s, and the 60s in the forecast. And then we'll touch into Saturday's highs. We're going to see the 30s and the 40s in there as well. We'll hold on to an alert day for tomorrow, giving way to 50s to near 60 degrees. Saturday, you've got some morning rainfall and snowfall. Then we get into Sunday, where you have to move your clocks forward, and we'll lose an hour. Back to you.